days are never ending, when the nights are feeling lonely. There's a place that I can go, where the birds are free to roam, in the sky, flying high, over fields of green. And where the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight. We'll be burning on and on and on. We're the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight. We'll be burning on and on and on.
Hello Taurus, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 19th of April until the 26th of April 2021. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Eight of Cups. It is time to ask yourself what you can do to bring a deeper satisfaction and joy to your life beyond the obvious pursuit of material satisfaction and/or physical enjoyment. You are seeking deeper meaning to life and focusing in on your personal truth. You want to escape from the rat race and pursue deeper, more spiritual goals at this time. You are willing to let go of your material possessions in favor of something more meaningful. Thus, the Eight of Cups is often reflective of the start of a journey of discovery, particularly on a spiritual level. You are disappointed enough to walk away from everything you have built up so far. It could indicate a disappointment in love or dissatisfaction with material success. It could also indicate that you have overextended yourself to the point of emotional exhaustion. Even though you have already come so far, you feel that you can no longer go on and your only choice is to walk away from the situation. You feel disappointed with yourself, but you know that this is the right thing to do before you completely burn out. You may also be feeling that you are giving too much and not getting nearly enough in exchange. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Three of Swords. What do you want most right now is not to be feeling lonely, heartbreak, betrayal, separation and grief. By preparing for this difficult event, the emotional blow can be minimized or even prevented entirely. This is all about release. When you have suffered a major setback, or loss, it is a good time to have a good cry, which is all part of the cleansing process. Expressing your sadness and letting it all out will then help you to move on to better times. However, it is also important that you continue to focus on the future path ahead. There can be a risk that you may become overly absorbed in the loss and the surrounding emotions that you lose sight of the need to just let go and move on. The loss becomes your focus rather than the recovery. It is time to accept the loss and then move forward with your life. That said, pain, sorrow and grief are often a necessity in the journey of life. Without pain, there would be no challenge and no lessons learned. Pain can be a great motivator because it encourages you to surmount obstacles and ultimately learn from your mistakes. Each challenge you encounter creates that initial pain, which is inevitably turned into an opportunity to grow stronger and to change the direction of your life as a result of the lessons learned. While the pain may cloud your vision for a certain period, it will eventually allow you to see clearly and to put the past behind you. Though life seems meaningless at the time, recovery can and will occur. It takes faith, self-love, forgiveness and time. Count your blessings. The Three of Swords therefore serves as a reminder that if you can start to see pain as a learning opportunity, life will suddenly become less painful. You need to really get in touch with pain and sorrow. Challenges remain, but once they are no longer perceived as negative or bad, they lose a lot of their impact. This card is therefore encouraging you that you have the ability to conquer any pain that comes your way. Understand how the pain can help you grow. If someone has betrayed you and you do not think you can never love again, challenge that belief. Do not be surprised when your heart emerges from darkness, capable of loving even more than before. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Seven of Swords. You are afraid and finding it difficult to take the first step in a new direction. At times it may seem impossible that you could create the types of changes you want as you continually come up against setback after setback. Yet, you know in your soul that when the timing is right, you will be able to follow through on your dreams, releasing an old pain from your heart. You need to break free from old habits and ways of thinking in order to overcome the blockages that currently stand in your way. You need to accept what is happening to you and act on it, rather than trying to escape. You need to do things differently, releasing yourself from past behaviors or limiting beliefs so that you can move forward in your life. Do not become trapped into thinking that you can only do certain things with which you are familiar. Expand your consideration set to broader horizons. If you are involved in an affair or extramarital relationship, this card shows a growing reluctance to keep up the charade of having this type of relationship. You or your partner may be feeling increasingly uncomfortable with this relationship and would much rather come out in the open about what is happening. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the King of Pentacles. You're about to reach the final fulfillment of a creative task, business venture, or investment. Through diligence, responsibility and attention to detail, you have achieved great things and can finally say that you have completed your task or attained your goal. You can now enjoy all that you have accomplished and the successes you have created. You have created a richness of life, not just financially but also spiritually, which will set you up very well for the future. Whenever you need the skills to manage your day-to-day affairs competently and efficiently, you can call upon the King of Pentacles. Work hard, methodically and conscientiously. Give generously of your time and resources, because by giving you often receive more, and making more money is something that all Kings of Pentacles love to do. The King of Pentacles indicates that a methodical, planned and well thought out approach will lead you to success. Many consider the King of Pentacles to be dull and unimaginative, but this is a likely consequence of his preference to do things in the most tried and tested way. You have experimented in the past with what works best and have landed on your own methods and practices that you know will continue to work for you in the future. So, you continue down this path rather than trying new ways of doing things. You know that you have reached the height of achievement and you do not need to take any more risks. The King of Pentacles also calls on you to be pragmatic and to stay informed on practical matters. You need to get down to the basics and use your problem-solving ability to get to a solution. You also need to be able to leverage your various skills and resources in order to create success. This king can also play the political game well, interacting comfortably with everyone, no matter what his or her status. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Eight of Pentacles. Your perfectionism has become a barrier to your success. You will have to let go of the smoothness and predictability of doing what you have mastered, and be willing to make a fool of yourself all over again. You are working very hard on something, but it is not leading to the desired outcome, leading to frustration and disappointment with the lack of success and progress. Sometimes, we can focus in on improving a part of ourselves or trying to fix something, only to find that all that effort is just going on the wrong things. You may be honing in on minute details that are not important to the overall workings of your life. Instead, you need to look at the bigger picture and ask yourself whether this is the right direction for you at this time. How can you bring your attention out of the detail and to the overall picture here? Are you working on the right things, or is there a major part that you are missing? Return to the energy of the Seven of Pentacles and reprioritize and invest in those activities that will lead to the greatest return. The Eight of Pentacles can also indicate a time when you are lacking the ambition, engagement, or dedication to see your work through. You are too wrapped up in everyday concerns and worries to take the time out to gain more long-term security. Instead, most of your energies are wasted pursuing short-term gains and rewards. Continuing to toil at the same work is not going to get you where you want to be. This might be fine for some people, but for you to get anywhere in your current profession, you might actually have to go back and get some additional skills and possibly even take a pay cut while doing so, rather than trying to look for minor improvements in what you are already doing. This card suggests completely thinking out of the box. Look for something unrelated to what you have been doing, for example, starting your own business or entering an entirely new field of work. Look for something new. The time is right for you to change directions. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Ace of Cups. There would be a new beginning of love, happiness and compassion in your life. It can indicate the start of a new relationship, be it a friendship or a romance. This is one of those relationships where you feel the sense of excitement and you are so pleased to have met someone with whom you can share a special connection. The water in the card reflects the flow of emotion, and thus the Ace of Cups suggests that positive emotion and energy will be created between two people in a way that leaves you feeling good about yourself and life in general. You need to experience the feeling of new love or of giving and receiving unconditional love. Give and accept love on a new level and open your heart to what is around you. Your loving ways will magnetize love to you. This card often means that love is the essence of the situation. It may or may not be romantic love. Look for ways in which you can begin to connect with others. Do you have someone to forgive, or do you want to ask for forgiveness? Can you set aside your anger and find peace? Would you like to drop your reserve and let your feelings show? This is a peaceful time in your life, so use it and make peace with friends or yourself. The Ace of Cups is also about creative expression, particularly where there is an opportunity to allow your emotions to shine through. You are very open to experiencing your inner feelings and sharing them with others. You may be inspired to start a new creative project, take up an art class or two, or even engage in interpretative dance. You are at that point in your life where you feel comfortable with who you are and what you feel, and you are not afraid to express that part of yourself to others. You see new potential in allowing your creative juices to flow, and as such, you are open to new possibilities and stimulating your imagination to allow your talent to unfold. There is certainly a generous, compassionate component to the Ace of Cups. This is a time of giving, not taking, and offering yourself to a new opportunity to help others. You have the power to bring great happiness to others and to share your contentment and positive energy. You will also find that the more you give, the more you receive on multiple levels. The Ace of Cups often points to fertility. From a very literal point of view, this means that the Ace of Cups can indicate conception, pregnancy or birth. There may be the birth of a new idea or a spark of new inspiration. It can represent the beginning of a project in which a great deal of loving and creative energy is invested. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Seven of Fire. Stand your ground and don't back down. You might need to defend your beliefs or decisions, and you will be successful. It's important to assert yourself and go for what you want. There's strength in adversity, and you've got what it takes. Stand up for your convictions. Stay alert and vigilant. Don't drop your guard just because you're in the right. Others may envy what you possess. Additional meanings of this card: choosing your battles wisely, learning to say no, self-confidence, courage, challenging those in power, perseverance.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.